Yo, what's going on, guys? George here as usual, and we are back on F1 Clash to play the qualifying round of the Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix event. And for this one, I'm gonna be using, let's switch our loadout here. Let's go to loadout 1. I'm gonna be using Valtteri Bottas at level 4, Pierre Gasly at level 4 as well. And so far Bottas is our best second driver. He's definitely better than Daniel Ricciardo, only with the 10% buff. As for my setup, I'm using my highest PAGR setup as well. And yeah, this weekend I'm gonna be going on this setup for the full Grand Prix, or for the entire Grand Prix. This week I decided to go for contender instead of champions, and only because of the track selection. As you can see, Spa is the main track. We have Suzuka, we have Canada as well, and in qualifying round we have Silverstone. And all of these tracks are basically impossible to overtake on. And if you start from the back of the grid, you're gonna need a miracle start every single race. I already played my first 2 races, 75 points from those 2 races. For some reason, I did get a very bad qualifying session in race 1 around Spa, but this is not a problem, definitely. I'm getting like top 10 qualifying sessions nearly every single race, which is amazing. And we do pretty much have a decent chance of like getting a top 10, maybe getting a podium finish, and probably like we have a massive chance of getting a P1 finish in contender. And this is actually a second reason why I decided to go for contender now, because obviously I don't see that I'm gonna get a chance to have like let's say a top 3 finish in champs tier, but if we get P1 in contender, this is gonna give us a 50% percentage when it comes to milestones at the end of this current season. We do get a very good qualifying session, P2 and P7. Amazing job. So we're here looking at a one-stop strategy for Valtteri Bottas, going for medium tires, and I'm definitely gonna have to use a boost here. I'm kind of like tempted to try the Street Shark, so yeah, let's go for Street Shark, and yeah, let's just go for Gasly without boosts. I'm gonna be going for a 2-stop strategy with Gasly. Basically, this is gonna be a 2-3-2, which is pretty much the best strategy as well when you qualify in the front of the grid. So it is a decent start from Valtteri. He's up in P4 at the moment. A very good start actually from him, so we're gonna cut him down. I'm gonna be going for 4 laps in the first stint, then probably boost nearly the entire 4th lap, pit with service, and from there I can boost to finish. I'm gonna be boosting Gasly for 2 laps now. Hopefully he overtakes Max, who is on the soft compound as well. This is our chance here. Come on, inside line. Amazing job. And Gasly now is up in P1. And I'm gonna keep the boost up. We're gonna be pitting at the end of this current lap for new mediums without service, conserve for like full 3 laps, probably boost the 5th, and then from there pit again with softs with service this time, and then boost to finish. So we're looking at a P1 for Gasly. Now it is up to Valtteri to just like close that gap. Most of these cars in front are gonna be pitting at the end of this current lap. Probably Leclerc might stay out. He stayed out. And now we are looking for like a P2, maybe P3, which is definitely not a problem for us. Unfortunately, I still have to conserve with Valtteri Bottas because we have to go for 2 extra laps before pitting, and from there I can boost to finish. So as I was saying at the start of this race, 50% milestone finish from a contender tier, from finishing P1, is gonna be amazing, especially that, as I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a top 10 or top 3 finish in champs unless something miraculously happens. So definitely the tracks selection played the massive role here. I always go for champ steer, but yeah, I probably think that I made the right decision here with going for contenders. And probably this is gonna be the only Grand Prix event where I go for contenders this season. So yeah, unfortunately, like as I was saying at the start of the video, I did get a bad qualifying session in race 1, which was pretty much shocking for me. As in contender, I'm supposed to get top 10 qualifying sessions every single race, but for some reason we qualified in P17 and P18, and I finished around 30 points at the end of the race probably. By the way, many of you are asking for specific kind of videos, so I'm gonna be doing those 100%. I'm gonna be making a video about like what boosts to use on specific or certain tracks in the game. Let's say one of you guys, I can't really recall the name, he did ask me to do a video about like the full Grand Prix event, but the thing is, doing a full, like I can do recaps, yeah, this is possible, but doing like full Grand Prix event with full races in there, it's gonna take a long time. And honestly, I do have a main job other than doing YouTube videos, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. But probably in the near future I might just do those, like especially for let's say finals. I can do that. Yeah, I can record, like I can do 4 races video for Sunday, and then I can do the last 4 video, like the last 4 races, sorry, on Monday plus rewards, let's say. Definitely I'm gonna keep doing the series videos. Series 10 video should be out like in a couple of days, probably on Tuesday, because tomorrow I have a let's say different kind of YouTube videos for F1 Clash. It should be like a funny YouTube videos with like outside the tension and the problems and stuff. So hopefully you will like that video, and probably I'll make some more of those in the future. So we did get a 47 in this race, amazing results. Honestly, I'm so hyped for playing contenders this week. And yeah, it was a tough decision, to be honest, but once you make the decision, there's no going back. You cannot change the tier you are currently in. Let's go for our final race here. It is gonna be around Spa, and it is gonna be against a real player as well. We found a match straight away. Let's see what qualifying is gonna bring us in this race, and depending on this qualifying session, if I do get a bad qualifying, I might change my setup just for Spa, specifically for Spa. So let's see, qualifying, like if we are outside the top 10, then the problem is gonna be in my setup. So we're getting P4 and P5. So yeah, this is actually weird. By getting 17th and 18th on the grid, probably because in race 1 I wasn't using Bottas, I was using Daniel instead. But yeah, and one more thing that you definitely need to know, guys, if I'm using Daniel Ricciardo instead of Valtteri Bottas plus the 10%, I'm gonna get a higher team score, which is not the case while I use Valtteri Bottas. The thing is, the 10% buff on the stats of a driver, like they don't count in the team score. So Valtteri Bottas is gonna give me a better performance in game and during the races, while my team score is gonna go down. And this is not, or like this doesn't mean that Bottas is worse than Daniel. it's only that the 10% buff don't count or doesn't count during the calculation of team score. We are currently in P5 and P6. We did lose a couple of points, but this is not a problem at all. I'm gonna go for a 2-stop strategy with Bottas, 1-stop strategy with Gasly. I don't think like a 1-stop strategy is the best option here, but unfortunately we didn't qualify in front of the grid with both of the drivers. Decent overtake here from Valtteri. He's up in P4. Is he gonna get Leclerc? He is. He's up in P3 and he's gonna go to pit at the end of this current lap. I'm trying to defend here with Gasly, but Russell is on the soft compound 100%. He is. So he's definitely going to pit at the end of this current lap. Valtteri, I'm pitting with him without service. The service is a huge problem, by the way, for most of the players this season. I always see during races players like they go for a full race without servicing, and this is something you shouldn't do, guys. You always need to service your driver at least in one of the pit stops. If you're going for a 1-stop strategy, you definitely have to service so that you are able to defend in your second stint. Always service your driver. If you're going for a 2-stop strategy, basically your first 2 stints, they don't require you to service, but the third stint is definitely gonna be a huge problem for you. If you don't service, this is gonna be bad for your race. You are gonna lose a lot of positions and you might risk yourself getting a breakdown 100%. Gasly is gonna be out here in P4, and personally I think we can defend against Russell and the other AI drivers, but Max Verstappen is a long way in front of us. There's no way we're gonna be able to catch him with Gasly. Max is definitely going to pit at the end of this current lap or the next lap, but there's no chance that Gasly is going to be able to catch him. There's like 8 to 9 seconds difference between AI Verstappen and our Gasly. Bottas is going to be getting a P2 finish. There's no way we're catching the rival. He had a great start, by the way, and there's literally no way we're gonna like be able to overtake him. He's in full control of this race, and the moment we catch him with Bottas, he's gonna start like pushing, and this is definitely a P2 for Bottas. And I don't see a chance for Gasly to catch Max Verstappen. He's a long way in front of us, and we're gonna settle here for P2 and P4. Let's say 99%. You never know what happens. Max might get a breakdown here and give us a free P3 finish. One thing that I've seen on the official Discord of F1 Clash, I do know that there's a lot of problems within the game lately, but so many people are just being toxic to the entire community, to Hutch themselves, and they're like, guys, problems happen everywhere. It doesn't matter what the game is. It doesn't matter if it's let's say a working application. Like, problems exist everywhere, but the thing is, some apps might have more problems than others. Some servers might have more problems than others. But when the server is overloaded, this means that a lot of players are playing, and this happens even with the biggest companies' servers. So just try not to be toxic at all, and like, be friendly, guys. Just chill out. There's no need for toxicity, and everything will be fine eventually. So we ended up getting 44 points, P2 and P4 finish. We get the fastest lap as well, which is good for our pit pass progress. Our rival here has basically better drivers, but we have the better car, and which means yeah, he got P1 eventually, so GG for him. and I'm gonna like take some time to think about what strategies or what different setups I'm gonna be using for this Grand Prix event. I do need to get a P1 finish, definitely. So after 4 races, we currently have 166 points, currently in P6. We are 100% qualified. I am a little bit annoyed about race 1, 30 points. If we did get around 40 to 45 points, that would have been amazing, especially when it comes to tiebreaker after finishing our final round. So this is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments how your Grand Prix event is going. If you have any idea or any video about specific things in the game you need to know, let me know as well. I'm definitely open to do that for you. And yeah, until tomorrow, stay safe, take care, and peace.